What is the... Oh, because I have the file search thingy full screen. That's what's making it fuck up. Hello, Dormingu. Jordan. Right now I just got the in-between screen on, but because right now I'm typing up what we got here for the recap. What is making the Discord thing stop? I can't... One of these windows is too big and it's making Discord's video capture not want to capture.
That's so weird.
I'm never sure which one, what it is. It's usually when something's full screen, but I don't think anything's full screen. Might be the Steam window. I don't need that open. It's fine now. It doesn't matter. People don't really need to see me right now, because right now mostly this is on screen, so people can see what I'm going to be typing as I'm doing the recap. Obviously, this will be our sort of chill introduction all the way for other players to get here, but I wanted for anybody who needed it, because we took a break, that there will be a nice little lead up. I'm gonna keep writing and for a little bit, because I know some more people will be in here soon for the recap, where I'll read through all of it. But right now, I'm adding what has happened on the last 2 episodes. Anesthesia. I like this suggested change of after getting anesthesia into a dark Pikachuan costume.
That's so good. Oh, hello.
I like your shirt. Is that pink?
Oh yeah, it's like a pink sweater shirt that says Paradise.
That's super cute.
It is very cute.
I hope my straw sipping wasn't audible.
I just took a very noticeable drink from my water bottle, so.
Yeah, but I was making sounds like some weird lip noises. So I didn't want it to come across.
Winning pig. Let's just say winning pig. I'm typing very casually because I know I'm gonna have to write a lot.
I thought you said winning pig, and I'm like, yep.
After winning pig. Winning pig. Shuffle.
That'll do,
table.
pig. That'll
Shuffler's
do.
got access to the high rollers. Sweet. And next morning they. Actually, let me put the name.
Hey Mira, I have one of your dice and one of my dice, and I don't know where the other two.
Brenna House, was it? Or Brenhaus?
Oh. It's a red dice.
Gotta check my notes. I keep giving everybody just ridiculous names.
That's good, though.
Because it's my world.
And we're just living in it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, it's Brindanis.
Gross out. Well, I have multiple D6s of these colors, I think, so I just have to look around, but yeah, found them. Yeah, we just need 2d6, right? Yeah. I like that about. Dice ASMR. Y'all enjoyed that.
It wasn't bad, but like I think your mic thought it was like popping, so it sort of like cut out as much of it as it could.
I mean, yeah, I'm not using my snowball, so like it's not a great mic. Oh. I'm getting a decent picture of this right now.
What else to be? We definitely got a lot of information in the last episode. I'm trying to think what else should be in the notes. Ah, the poops with the lights on bit.
Yeah, the cat doesn't show up
that.
very well on this shirt, unfortunately. The black on the purple,
Black and purple. I see it.
Yeah,
I think it's a little shiny the way it prints, at least.
Yeah. I just wish I did a background other than purple, like that darker purple at least.
I think that's. What about the? Was there anything else in the episode? On episode 5. That was Anastasia reveals she stole from the Soren Crypts and got the black cards.
The Anastasia, the cool golden gun girl.
Mm-hmm. She has the first Eidolon.
The first one ever?
Or, well, the first from that batch.
Okay. Yeah, well, I did not remember that, so... Good thing I'm here for the recap.
That one's more of like a trivia. I don't know if it's important that... It's just like, because Anastasia was the one who went to the crypts, got the cards that give people Eidolons, that she used them on herself first.
Mm.
Yeah. I think that's everything. I'll read this our story so far for everyone, and then if there's something I realized I omitted, I'll add it. But I think this is the foundation of what folks are gonna have to know. All right. Back in Time, first episode of Eidolon Shuffle, which I don't even remember when we did that one. That's so long ago at this point. Our heroes began their journey on the most important day of the year, the birthday of Toby of Kenry. I think that's a typo when I was typing really fast because I was trying to talk while I was typing. Toby Kenry, acquaintance of Tassert Muldoon. Joey Pagliocci invites the shufflers, April, Yosef, Natalie, and Alice, to attempt to qualify. Oh, thank you for the follow, Erica. Attempt to qualify for the mysterious Grand Shuffle Tournament. Little do they know, Joey has been hired to recruit the shufflers by Ronaldo Gaspar. Ronaldo uses secret card magics to grant the shufflers Eidolons, in hopes that the power will tempt them to his side and possibly overwhelm their mild-mannered sensibilities. However, this plan somehow immediately backfires, and the shufflers use their newfound powers to fight off Ronaldo and Toby, who awaken to the most powerful Eidolon, Birthday Pikachu. Now with their Eidolons, Tassert Muldoon also has one, they are quickly afforded invitation to the tournament by a mysterious one-eyed man. They accept the invitation for various reasons. Some of the shufflers, Natalie and April, are sort of dragging their feet in regards to the tournament, but are hopeful to cheer their friends on. Alice and Yosef. Alice wants the glory, as a professional shuffler, while Yosef is blinded by offers of prize money and fame. Things immediately start to go downhill during the cruise to Shuffle Island, where Ronaldo awakens the Eidolon of number 2 shuffler in the whole world, Victor Amar. His new Eidolon labyrinth wall is powerful and destructive. It threatens to sink the whole ship. But our heroes brave the labyrinth and save the day, for the second time. They are very noble, with noble intentions. They defeat the Eidolons of several side characters, Dramatic Crossroads, Swords to Plowshares, and Tour Guide of the Underworld. Victor Amar is saved, however, it seems his uncertainty of having other players' Eidolons revealed to him makes him distrustful of the nature of his new compatriots, and turns to Ronaldo for guidance, and soon Victor's team of card athletes are intermingled with Ronaldo's shadowy coven, and more Eidolons are handed out like cheap cigars. On the island, battle ensues between the contestants. April goes up against Nero Collapse and comes out victorious. Yosef battles Torn Renewal and also wins. Really good, like it's a stomp against her Eidolon Ritual of the Knob and Pull. However, during this first day of battles, Alice and Victor are both defeated by Cassili Feodora, despite her not even having an Eidolon. The Shufflers also have their first run-in with Anastasia Eclipse, who has been using her thieving skills in Eidolon barrel behind the door to rob the island blind, plundering the secret troves of Oshel Primrose. Anastasia Eclipse got in over her head, however, when trying to plunder the cache of ancient unopened valentines beneath the Tunnel of Love in Primrose Land. Elvire Nadosh was concerned about certain actions his former colleague was taking, and using a bit of foresight, sought out our heroes. With their help, he was able to reunite with Anastasia, but not before they were ambushed by some of Ronaldo's goons, Tiffany Albright, Eidolon Tour Guide from the Underworld, and Humanoid Slime, Eidolon Revival Jam. They tried to ensnare our heroes in a shadow shuffle using a mysterious dark card. However, Tiffany's sympathy for the heroes having saved the cruise ship before their arrival swayed them to lower the stakes of the match, and they were willing to hold a simple grand shuffle following using usual tournament rules. I gotta get a drink. Good to know Birthday Pikachu is meta in Pokemon Go. Security on the island, however, quickly picked up on the battle within the hidden trove of gift cards and old chocolates, and to evade capture, Natalie Westfield used her Eidolon trap hole to portal the heroes away to safety on the giant Ferris wheel within the park, where the players, when we were writing this, that's what just happened, where the players awaited to see the fallout of their last battle. It seems just as the portal closes that Tiffany uses Tour Guide from the Underworld to escape as well. While on the Ferris wheel, Anastasia revealed that she got her Eidolon while tomb raiding the soaring crypts of Babylon, and then sold not only the power to make more Eidolons to members of the Left Hand, but also sold an ancient rules card to Primrose. But what Primrose purchased was actually a duplicate, and since then, Primrose has been hoping to lure Anastasia into her clutches to take the originals so no one can ever unravel the true rules of Eidolon Shuffle. When the start for Anastasia Eclipse began, an app went out to help catch her, which Natalie excitedly downloaded and came face to face with Teddy Cashasol, one of Primrose's lackeys who's searching for Anastasia and has an Eidolon capable of bringing computer code to life. After getting Anastasia into a dark Pikagician costume, the heroes went off to The Hive, a gaming parlor operated by members of Primrose's crew. By another member of Primrose's crew, Fionn Brendanus. After winning big at the shuffle poker table, the shufflers got access to the High Roller Suite, and the next morning they encounter Alman and Joey trying to confront Fionn, which I spelt different again that way, for snooping into the Left Hand Society's affairs, which track back to the island somehow. After a heated altercation, the shufflers manage to save Fionn's life, and he reveals the Left Hand Society has gotten funding from some department on the island, most likely related to IT and research. The department operated by Teddy. Fionn has been following the money, but was hoping the shufflers could get the information needed to put this embezzlement down for good, since Fionn is hoping to one day turn the island into a stand-up business. And that's where we left off last episode. Also, I guess I should say, the rules card that is referenced is a MacGuffin that I sort of explained, where everyone just plays Grand Shuffle, like it just works, but no one really is certain how the rules work.
Yeah.
So there is a rules card that explains all of it, but Primrose wants to keep it a tightly held secret, because she doesn't want anyone to be able to recreate her game.
Hello, June.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Enjoy your nap.
Yeah, I'm at above, like, I guess 10% energy unlike before, so that's good.
Before you had 0, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, just very tired after like since moving all
Yeah.
this stuff in my
Yeah.
new apartment.
Yeah.
Just like have been just worn out very easily. Also, I have my dice around here somewhere. I think I know exactly what box they're in, but I'm not going to open it up and get it out. So, online dice rollers it is.
There's some stuff going on outside. I don't know if y'all heard that.
I did not.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, good.
Well, I rolled a 10 on a 2d6, so good to know that
Yeah.
even online dice rollers are hot tonight. Hold on a sec.
I'm also gonna write little descriptions for the MacGuffins just here. The rules card, the blank cards, and the shadow cards.
Hey, Meg.
Oh, Megleg's here already.
Hey, now it's a party.
I don't know why my Discord decided to change. Is this just the aspect ratio is wonky? What's going on with this?
Okay.
shorter before? Maybe. That looks a little more like how it was, slightly. That looks right. That looks right, I think. Alright, that means... oh yeah, also, I won't read it again, but for anyone who doesn't have the link right now, because I can't remember if it was very immediately available, but I'm putting it into our little tabletop thing. For anyone who arrived late, if you want to do a quick read of the Discord is doing the thing again. Maybe if it's minimized, it also stops. Where's my chapstick at? I can use a touch it. I gotta say, to get back into the shuffle spirit, I've been watching the original. I've been watching season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! And also a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. So I'm in the right headspace.
Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero? Alright. Oof. Alright, y'all. Get ready for some fucked up shit for this session.
This session, someone's
I
gonna
mean-
die.
The manga's way more fucked up, but yeah.
Today, we're going to play Gun Game. And it's if I shoot you with this gun and you die, you lose.
Like, I remember, like, one of the games was just, like, it wasn't even a game. It was just, like, Yugi's gonna put a taser in some water and you're gonna get shocked. That's what
I
happened.
haven't seen that one. Because they
well,
just...
I don't know if it's in the... I don't think it's in the anime.
I know,
'cause
okay.
It's just in the manga, I think, that one. But, like, because, like, the anime, like, in that one that everyone likes to talk about where Yugi, like, lights someone on fire, in the anime,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, it's an illusion. In the manga, he straight up lights a guy on fire. It's not an
Mm.
illusion. He kills a guy. and everything's fine.
Well, he kills all of the people that he puts into the Shadow Realm, right?
No, he just breaks their mind.
Yeah, like he does do like mind breaking more than killing, but like he does do some killing for sure.
Like, he makes that first bully hallucinate leaves as money.
Yeah. But like in the dub, when they say I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, which is typically villains saying it and not Yugi, yeah, it's typically you're getting killed.
Yeah, that's like the 4Kids translation.
This
isn't it?
laser saw will hit your shin and send you to the Shadow Realm.
And in the original, it's like this buzzsaw will cut your legs off.
Japan really has it made in terms of violent content for children. It's not fair. Like even like Super Sentai is more intense than Power Rangers. Like, come on, come on, it's not fair. Like, the kids have violence. This is America, for God's sake.
I mean, I don't know, I just saw an article that like apparently like Falcon and the Winter Soldier got edited to be less violent now.
Oh my god.
Like,
It's already like not fucking violent. What'd they do? Cut out the blood from the scene where new Captain America murders somebody?
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
much.
Literally that.
That's the
Why,
only
I-
violent scene in the whole damn show.
Why I think it's the guy who like makes the new Super Soldier Serum. He gets like killed by Baron Zemo, and like he's got like a touch of blood on him in the original, but now it's just clean.
It's a clean good.
Also, his eyes were open, so that was just too creepy, I guess.
And now they're closed.
Because he's sleeping.
Well,
He's
everybody knows that your eye,
sleeping.
like, look, I do have, I kind of have, it's a bit of a cold take, honestly.
They carried
But
them
I
away in
think that
sleeping
whenever-
bags.
I think whenever anybody dies, like the human body needs like a last second nerve signal from the brain to close your eyes.
Oh, like we should
stick out your
patch
tongue.
humans. We should patch
Yes,
humans. To
yeah,
make
we
that
gotta
happen.
pet that.
I mean,
That's why
I
I'm,
agree that we should patch humans, but for other things.
this is why I'm a
That's like low
transhumanist.
down
Is
on the
because
list.
you should be able to download a program that shuts your eyes when you die into your body. That's why I'm a transhumanist.
You just gotta remember that when you're like, if you like feel like, oh, I'm about to die.
Yeah. If you're getting a heart attack, close those eyes.
Just go to sleep.
Whoever needs to be alert in a life or death situation.
Not me. If it's a life or death situation, I know I'm dying, so I'm just gonna lie down.
I've been stabbed. I am closing those eyes, laying my head on a pillow, and I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, honestly, I'll even go as far. I'll stick my tongue out too. Like I'll just loll it out the side of my mouth. I'm gonna get ready. Like,
And then you
coroner's
also,
gonna
like, you take a marker out and you write X's over your
Yeah.
eyes.
The coroner's gonna pull my body out in the morgue and be like, "Oh, this motherfucker was ready."
You take a
They were ready.
you take out like a rose and you put it on your chest like that. All right. Does everyone here who is about to shuffle feel prepared to shuffle, or is there anything you feel like I should catch you up on, or things you want to warm up on?
I feel basically ready.
Because like we'll mechanics of this game we'll roll into things smoothly. I also have the
Yeah.
basic move sheet and the rule book back in the Discord if anyone needs to open those up.
I'm about to forget every motherfucker's name in our story, but other than that, I'm prepared.
Well, good thing the Eidolon Shuffle character keeper you made has a handy guide.
For most of the names, yeah.
Oh yeah, for yeah. All right, yeah, that's true.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
we'll-
yeah.
That's Ava's job, is to catch us up.
I like Erica's joke in chat of what if the patch just fucked up the coding and instead you die if you close your eyes.
That's the worst. That's the worst thing.
It's
that could happen.
1.04. Now you don't die whenever you close your eyes.
There would be no... If that ever happened, like, if someone fucked up the code for humans that bad, that would be the last patch, because who's gonna fix it?
Well, I mean,
someone who
it's-
never has to open their eyes.
No, it's like open source software. You can download these programs if
Okay.
you want. It's not like everybody, because maybe there's somebody that wants to have their eyes wide open to freak people out when they die.
Okay, so
I don't
this
want to
is
take
like
that
going
away
to
from
be.
them.
This is going to be a race against the clock where, like, someone knows that the patch is going out and they have to, like, get to the download center or stop the file before it goes public, before everyone downloads it.
Oh no, for the time to blink, we accidentally set it to time.is. Oh god, no.
We'd really need to get that one device from Clockwork Orange to keep our eyes open during the intern period.
Everyone's getting patched. Stop blinking for a while. It's dangerous. Every time I make Chrome be the front thing, it makes Discord's video thing stop on Streamlabs for a second. I don't know why that is.
Because you should be streaming the Twitch from Google Chrome. I don't know why you'd be using...
I don't know, it
Streamlabs
changed. It stopped
instead.
again, but it changed. Now it's back. I think it's... Okay, I think... This is so weird. I think the Discord video has to be on screen in some way or it stops. Like if I put a whole window in front of it, it's like it smart stops or something. I'm testing it. Yeah, it just did. Oh my god. It's like oh my god. It's the equivalent of putting a blanket over a bird cage. Discord's like, oh, it's nighttime, I'll go to sleep.
Cassie works like that too. If I put a blanket over it.
Alright,
That's not
okay.
true.
Eidolon Shuffle episode 7, everybody. Okay, you guys just finished getting the lowdown from Fionn, and he's like, someone in IT must know something about the money that's going out to this weird cult secret society that's fucking with yous. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna stay here at my big business and keep making money for the island, because that's like my job. I gotta be the face for this whole operation. But I want you kids, you're gonna find out something about this, and then that's gonna solve both of our problems.
I wish my job was to make money.
Everybody's job is to make money. Come on, keep up.
Your job is just making money. It sounds like all you do is sit here and make money.
Yeah, I'm real good at it too. That's why I'm at this chair.
Grats.
That is what both of my parents do as well. They both also make money.
So we have to go to IT, is what you're saying?
Yeah, they're in the. If you keep going up it gives you like some map directions. Where if you keep going up the west side of the island, it's like the next one. It's next plot north from here. There'll be signs. It's got like. It's sort of small, so you might miss it. But you follow signs for like, it's on the map. It says like computer lab and arcade. That's over there.
Okay, so this is out of character, Ava. That hacker Eidolon, like that came in for my phone.
Yes.
Would I be able to surmise that that's at the IT place?
Yes, actually. Last week, that guy said that the person who runs the IT for Primrose is named Teddy Cashasol, and he is the one who talked to you in the app. He gave you his name, Teddy, if I recall.
We'll have to be careful because the IT has an Eidolon user.
All right, and then so we say we're heading out on this leg of the adventure. Do you guys ask Fiona for anything, for any advice or resources?
Do you know anything about the IT? What was his name again? Teddy.
Teddy Cashasol.
Do you know anything about Teddy Cashasol and his Eidolon?
Teddy's Eidolon is called Code Talker, and I think it like lets him do like a horse whisperer thing, but with computer program.
That makes sense. He was able to talk to me directly through a program.
But he has a compatriot. There's another lady who works there who's her name's Cinderella, but she goes by Cinder. She's one of those hacker girls. I can't remember the thing with her Eidolon, but I know she works more at the security end than the programming end. So you're gonna want to keep an eye out for her.
But she does have an Eidolon, you're sure.
She most certainly does. Anyone who's at my rank here definitely gets an Eidolon. Primrose doesn't have as many of those magic cards as the Left Hand Society does, but she went out of her way to acquire a couple. You know, she took care of some loose ends, and then she fixed us up.
Up character. Do we know what the deal with the tournament is? Like, do we like know why people are being summoned here to like have these like card game battles?
Not really. I don't think that's something that has like. I'm trying to think if you guys have like come to a consensus yet, but it does sort of seem like Primrose likes having the tournament. She doesn't.
So I guess that's something that people's going to ask. Like, so why are we all even here? What was the point? What's the point of this whole tournament? People are being brought here. Like, a lot of people with Eidolons, and like we're made to like do all these like really intense like high risk battles. Like, what's going on?
Well, the tournament was in the works for a long time, even before a lot of our stations here got set up. And Primrose has this. She has an Eidolon too, and she doesn't like to tell us about it. In fact, she doesn't even seem like the sort who likes using her magic powers. I don't think she sees it as very cool or genuine, but she is having fun. She's having a dang good time. She loves blowing her money on this whole thing. But I know she thinks that she's gonna beat whoever comes up to her at the end of the tournament. She's gonna fight whoever wins, and she seems really excited about that detail. I don't know if she just is finally happy to have like an even opponent, and she thinks that only an opponent with an Eidolon is someone worthy of her, or what, but
if she wanted to play Grand Shuffle, shouldn't she have been in tournaments before now? I mean, Alice is the best already. Like, why hasn't she found Alice to battle her before?
Well, you know, she listen, if you had like a big house with a pool in the back, would you want to go over to like your friend's place and eat chips in their garage, or are you gonna wait for them to come hang out at your place?
Yeah, that's just not how rich people do. Yeah,
Like
like, rich people love doing
Rich
shit like
people
this.
are a different breed.
Yeah, like tell him, Alice. Tell him, Alice. Rich people are different. Come on, Alice. Tell it.
Yeah, we all hate rich people here, right, Alice? Did Alice actually say that?
I
I hate my parents too.
And I guess I would say that she has anything she could have anything in the world up there. She's gonna have infinite possibility to surprise you. She might, I don't know, maybe she wanted to save it all for one big grand finale.
Yeah, oh my gosh, maybe she's been collecting all of the three-headed blue eyes white dragon cards in the entire world. Oh god.
I
Wow,
have
those are the rarest cards of all time.
Yeah, there's only 17 of those, and that was after 4 of them got destroyed in World War III, which was fought over the three-headed dragon cards, as we all learned in school.
It
was a really quick
really
World War.
wiped one out from a museum. It was terrible.
I have 2 of those back at home. They just don't fit in with my deck structure.
Yeah, they're sort of not that good, but you know, people like valuable cards. They like things that are rare. They don't like to think.
It's too bad because they printed the 60-head blue eyes white dragon, but that can't be summoned now because you had to
diffuse too many.
Shrink.
Yeah, because it took all of the three-headed white
your whole
blue-eyed
deck.
dragons to summon. And we don't, and 4 of them are destroyed now, so it's unsummonable. Damn.
All right, but is that all? Anything else you want to ask Fionn before your daily adventure begins? Your daily dose adventure.
You didn't really answer a lot, but I'm good, I guess.
I mean, do you want to? What do you want to press me for? You're like, I guess I don't know everything. The Primrose she's an eccentric. I like to be a little more down to earth. I think talking to Primrose is just sort of a waste of time.
Oh, I have a question. So let's say we make it to Primrose. Are we going to have to? What are the odds you think that we're going to have to deal with like crazy traps?
Crazy traps,
trap
like
doors?
in her castle?
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Like no chance. I wouldn't be surprised if the first person who walks in that castle just like immediately like face first, a big log hits him.
Oh god.
Maybe some walls where the spikes come out and slowly crush you. I don't know.
Oh, that's a classic. Oh boy.
Yeah, I've been to card tournaments before.
Yeah. It's actually she actually has more of a palace, and it's called the Death P game. That only makes sense if you know what the Death T thing is from Yu-Gi-Oh, which is
No,
weird,
I don't.
It's a torture tower that Kaiba created to kill Yugi and his friends. One of the games.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, just putting Joey in a cage full of oil with a serial killer with a chainsaw.
What?
And then Joey murders him by putting a candle in the oil, which burns the serial killer alive. Joey Wheeler has murdered a man. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
If I had a quarter for the number of protagonists in Yu-Gi-Oh that kill someone by fire, it would just be 2, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Thank you, Jordan, for getting the joke.
Yeah, I know you kids
Y'all
ain't
thought I
happy.
was just making a pee joke, but I wasn't.
Like, I know you kids aren't happy. I can't give you all the answers. I wish I knew more too, but I guess working this job was easier when I didn't know everything, because then there would be less for me to be angry about. But I'm sure you go up to Primrose, fight her at that tournament. You sit down at that table across from her and play cards. she'll give you some long, big, dramatic speech, and then she'll probably tell you everything, including maybe some trade secrets that I'd really want her not to tell you. But that's just how she does things.
Okay, well, okay, so we're going to IT.
Yeah, have fun.
Check what is our objective exactly?
Well, someone over there probably either made or bought, paid for this whole secret society that gave you your powers and seems to want to gun for you guys in this tournament and get rid of you with shadow powers.
Okay, yes, that makes sense. We're going there to figure out something about the secret society. Okay, cool.
Because I think they're a death cult who follows that prophecy.
That makes sense. Ronaldo seems kind of death culty.
I think I read a column by some guy named Elvire who I think talked about it or something. Where these guys, they like Babylon scripts and stuff, and I don't trust the likes of these guys. So I think if they're gonna, try to summon some sort of ancient power that the ancient gamers created, then I think we'd all be in our best interest to maybe cut off the money going towards them from my business, because that looks really bad on me if that works out.
Okay, well,
I guess that makes sense.
And then also maybe you guys would get killed by that.
well, we don't want to die. So I guess we will go to IT and try to get some information about this cult.
Yeah, don't get killed by other death cult guys while we're gone.
Yeah, I will say though, I don't think Teddy's in on it. He's not a mysticism sort of guy. You could probably ask if he knows anything. Don't give him too much, but I don't think he might be willing to work with us on this one. Don't count him out just yet.
Okay, that's good to know. We might have an ally. Watch out for Cinder. Try to get Teddy on our side. Okay.
All right.
So I guess we'll head to the IT place.
All right. On your way out of the hive, out of the casino district, off the strip. You start to just like sort of walk down a path, and you see these signs that are taking to this area, and eventually you get to this area that's like the computer lounge, the internet cafe, whatever verbiage I used before, and it is just one medium-sized building that now has like a sign. It has a TV screen sign out front with an animated logo that says VR Cafe, and the text underneath it says, "Enter the Shuffleverse."
Oh, VR, that sounds cool.
But we gotta do it.
Do we have to put on helmets or anything?
At a cursory glance, yes, it looks like people are like sitting in like salon-style chairs with big helmets on.
Oh, how big are these helmets?
They look like if you weren't sitting down, they would break your neck.
Oh god, yes. Comically big VR helmets. Finally.
It's a little, or well, I guess in that Yu-Gi-Oh episode, they were just like laying in pods.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are there pods for us, or
They
do
are
we sit
also,
in chairs?
they are like, I think they are like chairs that look like, have you ever been on like a dark ride or something where it's like the chair is like in an indent of a bowl? It's like you're sitting in that, and then they put the helmet with the goggles on in there.
All right.
Okay, good to know we're essentially trapping ourselves in these things.
I mean, maybe it'll be kind of fun. I've always wanted to try this,
I feel like we could just there has to be a different way to go through IT.
Look, I haven't gamed in like 2 weeks. Let's just do this.
I mean,
I need the game. It's a compulsion.
All right.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
haven't you ever wanted to be someone else, Alice?
No. I'm perfect.
Very
I'm
in
already
character
the other person that I wanted to be before.
What was that? I'm trying to figure out what you said,
Oh.
June.
April's trans.
Okay, gotcha. I wasn't sure if that was like a joke. I was trying, or like I also like
trying to be, but I was trying to like work it into like
yeah, or not to say that it wasn't a joke, but I thought there was like a lot like a play on words you were using that was less directly just that. But anyway, as you are walking up to the VR cafe, as some of you dejectedly and some of you excitedly go towards the cafe, all of a sudden the TV sign up front flips to like a different channel, and then there's like a news broadcast, and it says like Shuffle Island News with O'Shell Primrose, and on the screen, sitting at a little news desk, sort of impatiently tapping a finger on the table and like waving a pen around in the air, is Primrose. And she's like, Island tournament participants, I have come here to make a very official announcement. So everybody listen up, stop what you're doing and listen. It has come to my attention that the current volume of guests on the island with that upkeep costs are becoming exorbitant. It turns out you people eat a lot of food, and also OSHA requires us to give you beds. Seems sort of ridiculous. Anyway, the timeline for the tournament is going to need to speed up to save money, because I'm looking at these figures and really it just isn't. I think you guys are great company, but there's some people downstairs who just are real naysayers about the whole thing. So I'm making a compromise with them. I'm cutting down everyone to only have one life now. Happy shuffling. And then the screen goes back to being a sign. And all of a sudden, you sort of just hear like this collective groan as just like this massive projection of a referee like can be seen in the sky. Like not like a literal huge referee, but just like the aura of a referee like waves a hand, and then all of a sudden the little figurative card that would appear over your head each time you lose flips to whatever color it was and is now just black and on fire.
Oh, fuck. Sudden death mode.
And then also, like, slowly after that happens, you realize a lot of people more and more people are getting kicked out of the VR as a card appears above their head and then gets, like, ripped into pieces and vanishes.
Oh, would have been awful to have been in a game when that happened.
If you already lost one, you're not eliminated. It will only be if you lose one more time. If you weren't eliminated yet, you're gonna get eliminated. But it seems like some people in VR were in the middle of a match when that happened and didn't realize the stakes when they got beat.
So when someone gets eliminated, do they just like leave, or do do people grab them? Like what happens? Like...
I guess I can probably say that at some point this would have come up, like in some sort of release, like you were signing, where it's like, if we are eliminated, and they find us, they will we will be escorted to a boat that will take us off the island.
Okay.
So it seems someone's gonna come get you if you've lost, but maybe if you've already lost, you can sort of chill out and just try not to get forcefully removed. If you're cheering on someone, like if you're in a party, maybe I'd say they aren't gonna like kick out. As long as one of you is in the tournament and you're like there supporting them, you can keep playing, or you can keep hanging. You can keep hanging out. They won't.
Cool.
You'll only all get kicked off if you've all lost.
Yeah, I was just asking more because we saw people get eliminated in front of us. So I don't know if something happened when that happened. So like,
they sort of like some of the people who like got knocked out in VR and are coming out are like dejectedly walking towards the docks. Some of them are booking it away in a random direction in a hope that maybe they just won't get found out.
Good plan. I respect the runners.
No,
if you don't get caught,
if they can't eliminate you, you don't get caught. But good luck getting into the castle without any lives, because it's designed to be the last 10 people standing or whatever I said it was. The tournament's nonsense. It's all a bunch of harebrained rules came up by a rich lady who just wants to see people fight.
I would like to get into the pod.
All right, Yosef is
I will
logging
get
in.
in the pod.
Who else is? Are we all getting in the pods?
Logging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the pods.
And I will be bringing my body pillow in the pod with me.
All right.
I think as soon as Alice understood that there were duels happening in the pod, she got a bit more excited.
As is always tempting.
April has like Mirror Force like beside her and just thinking, is this gonna work in there? And how are Eidolons work in there? And before like just kind of setting it aside as she goes in.
I'll tell you how they work. They do.
All right. So
Alice very carefully places Bossa Nova in his own pod.
Yes. Yes. I want to see what Bossa Nova's avatar is going to be. Oh boy.
luckily,
Tiny VR goggles for a mouse.
yeah, luckily they have like a little hamster cage that's like for pets, and you like put them in the hamster cage. They go on like instead of going in a pod, there's like a little hamster wheel they can run on to simulate movement, and then the little helmet goes on them when they're on that.
Sounds great.
And then, all right, you load into the wonders of the Shuffleverse. It looks like this beautiful three-dimensional fantasy world where the sky is like a blue hex grid or wireframes everywhere, and people are like running around playing Grand Shuffle. They're living their wildest dream of playing Grand Shuffle, but as a video game avatar, like Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, or as Yu-Gi-Oh! From the show Duel Monsters.
So this is just Ready Player One, and that people are just like...
Yeah, it's your Ready Player One-averse. And also a lot of people are just furries.
Yeah. That's
What do
true.
you... Okay, I will now
Including
go...
Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie, you can start. What does your avatar look like? It turns out this like loads up an avatar attached to your profile from Grand Shuffle, like something
Okay.
you signed up for, so you already have
Yeah.
one already.
Okay. So, you said it was fantasy. Does that mean it's like a fantasy setting, or like...
It's not like a hard fantasy setting, but that's like
Okay.
whatever this first area you load into, I think there probably is like text that floats in the air that's like the Magnificent Kingdom.
Yeah. Okay, so like my Natalie comes in as she's now a squirrel girl with red hair, wearing like a green tunic with like a breastplate, like a leather one, and has a bow and arrow, and a sword at her side.
Cool.
This makes sense to me.
All right, April, what's your in-game avatar look like?
I should probably go last because April walks in as herself.
All right, Yosef, I know you told me something. What do you got?
Yeah, I did mention it.
If you think it's
So-
still appropriate.
I do. I think it's because I think it's perfect. It's fucking funny. I show up. My avatar has the bushiest eyebrows that have ever been seen, and horrible red, kind of bloody-looking, super chapped lips. It is a Mentat, as seen in the 1984 film David Lynch's Dune.
Hell yeah.
Alice, what is your avatar?
Alice did not much care for creating her avatar. She buttoned through it as fast as possible. It is a generic schoolboy anime character that is like the default avatar.
Fucking Kirito over here.
Alice, you're a Bishonen.
And then April walks out looking exactly like she did before, like exact same tennis uniform and stuff.
All right, perfect. We have a squirrel furry, a generic, a Persona protagonist, a Mentat from Dune, and then a tennis player.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say with Alice, because you know how like when you make yourself in a video game, it like looks like you can sometimes make it look like you, but not exactly like you. So I feel like April's like slightly off in like
Yeah.
a weird way.
Absolutely.
I mean, you don't have to do that. That's a
I'm just
suggestion.
thinking about what could be off.
Well, I just mean like yeah, it's a you know like you see like an athletic blonde girl. But like her hair is a little different because your exact hairstyle wasn't in the game, kind of thing, right? Like
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
I feel like
Yeah.
whenever you try to like make yourself using a character creator, the face
Yeah.
you end up with on your character is like the most neutral thing in the world, because when you're actually like trying to make a character, any sort of like video game slider, if you change it just a little bit, doesn't really look all that human afterwards.
yeah. There's some
Mhm,
games that are
mhm.
exceptions, but yeah, like.
All right.
It's like when you make yourself as a sim, you know, like that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Now, is Bossa Nova still a rat, or is he like?
Oh yeah, what's Bossa Nova?
A tall. God, is he like a tall, pretty boy?
I was
I like to
gonna
think that
suggest if they have
Alice
like animal.
I was gonna say-
If they have it set up for an animal, then what if like Bossa Nova is another animal, like a horse or something?
Well, I was like, my thought was that like you like it like has like a thing of like load your pet's info, and it has like it like lets you just sort of like summon your pet, and it shows their stats like I'm hungry, and it's like buy food for your pet. Which I'm guessing if you press that, you like spend $2 and it dispenses like pellets in the cage that your pet's in or something.
Okay, I do. Can Bossa Nova be a horse though?
Okay, yeah, Bossa Nova could be. If there's like an option that's like change load in animal setting, and it's like right now it's set to default, but like you go through the menu and you pick horse.
I think it'd be really funny if like Alice spent no time on her own avatar, but spent a lot of time on Bossa Nova's.
That is absolutely what
What's the
happened.
horse avatar?
Like it's not just a horse; it's a fucking awesome horse with like braided like mane and like shit like that.
Have
Like,
you guys ever
my
seen
God.
like? Have you ever seen like the avatars for like people who roleplay as horses in Second Life, where they like have like the crown around their neck
Mhm.
and
No, I
like
have
a
no idea
fancy
what that
unicorn?
is.
I've seen this.
I have
That's
never even heard of this.
That's what I'm imagining. Like a horse with attitude. Like if there was ever a horse warrior cat's equivalent, then a character from that.
I'm pretty sure there is.
They're better. They're probably. I can't imagine there isn't.
No, it feels like a
but-
thing that should exist.
I'm just thinking
Yeah,
of the
there's,
King
they,
of
have,
Man
they have a
horses.
polar bear warrior cat series. If they can do polar bears, they can do horses.
And people
I'd
like the horse
argue that
girls.
horses- Yeah,
are a
horses
big
are probably
market.
better, like closer to fitting their demographic than polar bears.
Oh, exactly.
While you are having this this heated debate while riding on Bossa Nova through the majestic landscapes of the kingdom, you see in the distance a shuffle of epic proportions where this is sort of how it works in real life too, but now instead of it being other weird virtual magic, it's just video game logic where the cards are all make big monster dudes when you play them. And
yeah.
Yes.
you are watching as the very end of a match as like some generic teen player loses against this suave, striking man who's like wearing a full face mask and has like a top hat on. And the loser's like, "Oh dang, I lost," and like the masked man just like says like, "Ah, another one down for the masked maze runner. I will see
Oh,
I will see
God.
you later in the tournament, friend." And then just like whooshes away into a shadow.
Man, that guy's so cool.
No, he sucks.
I
Also, he
don't
won't
like
see
him.
Also, he won't see him later in the tournament. We're all down to one life.
I mean, he's
Ooh, oh, he's gonna be so mad when he gets beat. Oh, he's gonna be so fucking mad. We gotta hunt this guy down and beat him.
I agree. Let's go.
We have a mission, guys. We're supposed to get to IT.
Yeah. Well, this is like a side mission that's gonna help us later. Because if we fight him now, we don't gotta fight him later.
I know we're in a video game, Micklig. I mean, shit. Sorry, Joseph. I know we're in a video game, Joseph, but like, we have real life worries here. Like we can't just start taking side quests.
I mean, we can. You know.
And like Natalie just like sighs and shrugs. Her little squirrel shrug.
Plus, Alice agrees with me, and everybody knows we basically just do whatever Alice wants.
Let's go get that guy.
Like, do we have to like? Is there like signs saying what direction we have to go to IT, or is it like? I'm trying to imagine how you would summon IT in this world. Maybe like through a help system in the game.
Yeah, when you sort of like it's like it's hard to like see it because it's in the corner of your eye, but like when you like move your eyes out of focus for a second, you realize that you have like a UI up, like there's a mini map in the corner of your vision.
That's sick.
And there's like little arrows pointing around you, and one of them is like operations center. Another one is like, you know, the Starport's Wonderland. Another one is the zombie breakdown pits of hell. You know, it's themed worlds for like all the different video game levels you might want to play in.
It's
I'm just
just like freaking Ready Player One. This is incredible.
It's exactly
I love that
like
book.
Ready Player One.
Oh god, you guys! Like our map's barely filled. We gotta get these towers first.
Gotta climb towers and
I
then
will
duel
say,
the towers.
If we're in a VR game, are we gonna get to ride on an information superhighway Digimon style?
If you walk, like, as you get closer and closer to the main roads, you realize that there is like a fast travel path where it's like ones and zeros flowing like a river, and if you just like get on it and like plant your feet, you zoom towards whatever it's going towards, because the world is amazing.
This is well. Sorry, this is just legitimately extremely fucking cool. This is great. This is great. I'm having a blast here.
If I had that kind of UI system in just like real life, I would be struggling to like avoid looking in the sides of my vision for the like UI. Like that seems really.
There's so many annoying things. There's so many like tutorials, like how to walk, how to communicate with other players. Even though every time you like click on one of those, like you click through them to get rid of them, it just says every single time it's like just do it how you normally do it. It's just talking like real life.
Talking is just like real life in the virtual world.
And then it's like, do you want better cards in your virtual deck? Pay here, buy gems.
Wait, do our decks just look the same as they did on the outside then?
Yeah, they're regular decks, but you could you can also have your virtual collection here in the Shuffleverse.
Oh,
I spent 500 Primrose points to get a cool deck skin. Oh,
yeah, now you have a new card sleeve, but like it's not like real life card sleeves where they have that plastic texture. It actually feels like you're still grabbing the card.
Oh,
Well, somebody
God,
hacked my
so
wallet and they
tired.
took my
Guys.
deck skin. Shit.
I just moved on to trade chat and it was horrible. There's so many voices in my head.
I think that April's going to just look around and look for where to go to get to the IT department, I guess.
Sounds like a good plan. Do we all have mounts, or is it just April? I mean, Alice. Is it just Alice of a mount?
Alice has a mount because her pet has an account with the Shuffleverse.
I understand.
You gotta sign up. You gotta give an email address for your
Oh my
pet.
god.
Just gets to ride a horse while we walk next to her.
Also, yes, Jordan, I have thought about drop mix cards for shuffle characters, but the issue is that when you have, because drop mix cards are just the names of songs, that's sort of the bit from another Eidolon show.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless it's
Yeah.
I guess I could have like the drop mix original songs, like I could have someone with the drop mix card the game got you.
We are already stealing from every single card game ever made.
Mm-hmm.
I think it wouldn't be too off base to steal a little thing.
Oh well, no, yeah,
From-
it's in this universe. It is absolutely in this universe that people play with them, but like I haven't chosen that for like a character's Eidolon yet because of the fact that like Eidolon song names is sort of the territory of the primary Eidolon playtest podcast.
I mean, but they themselves are ripping off JoJo, so like.
Yeah, I know, but I want to sort of seem like I'm doing my own thing here.
Aw, okay.
So I was kind of like pushing for rolling investigate to see which way to go next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Or, well, I think the only thing that seems the most official is like Operations Center.
Okay.
Which also has like notes. If you like click on that, it says like get information. Go to and then like also there's something underneath that says like if you are in the IT department, check in for work.
Okay. So I think in that case, April's going to see Yosef and Alice still looking for the masked guy. And she's gonna say, "Oh, I think I saw the masked guy come this way," pointing toward the operational center.
All right, do you guys just choose to fall for that,
Roll for it.
or do you want to roll for it, or do you just want to say like, "Yeah, let's get him that way"? Because I don't know if there's any reason for you to distrust April, but
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason Alice would think she would lie.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would never expect April to make such an underhanded move. Ooh. Okay, yeah. I'll fall for it.
Even Natalie's like, "Come on, April, we're trying to get away from that guy."
And April's just going like, shh, 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 shh.
Yeah.
Real quick though, Natalie wants to try and summon her Eidolon.
yeah, I think for the most part it will look like you managed to summon your Eidolon just fine.
Okay.
It'll look like your Eidolon unless you tell me you want to change it
I was
up.
more worried about being able to use Eidolons in the virtual world at all. But yeah,
Mhm.
okay, cool, sick.
Some of the effects
Ooh.
don't load in right, like some of the particles or just like the source engine box checker
Yeah.
print.
Here's a cool question we should think of. All right. Natalie, you can portal.
Yeah.
What could you... Do you think we could portal from in VR to out of VR? Or portal something that's in VR?
She's like
Like if we
panicking.
summon Donkey Kong, could we bring him into real life with us? I think we should try that.
Could I be my persona in real life?
Well, then, okay, well, we can all try that later. Unless you really want to try it now. I won't
Well,
stop
that's
you if you're set on it, but...
No, we got to get that guy first. We got to knock him out.
Yeah.
Then we can live our greatest fantasies.
Alright, you all ride the information superhighway to the operations center, which is like a super massive skyscraper that seems to basically go up forever. And there's like a front double door entrance, and then there's like to the side there's a smaller door that's like, I think it looks like an elevator door where it says like employee entrance only, and there's like a little pad there for swiping some sort of card. And then otherwise it's basically just like visitors come in through here at the double doors up front.
Well, we're visiting.
But we want to get to the employees.
Oh, well, I wanna bang on the door a little bit and just see how thick it is.
Oh, the employee door?
Uh-huh.
I think it feels like when you knock on like an elevator door. Like it's like
Oh,
not
it's
like
like
solid metal, but it's metal.
is it like it's regular door shape? It's not like double doors or anything like that.
I'm trying to think on an elevator. I think I was thinking it was one big door. I know elevators are usually two doors. I think
There's
sometimes
one door
one
elevators. Okay.
Yeah, there's one door.
Well,
elevator. Yeah, I'm thinking one
I'm
door
just
elevator.
gonna open the door.
I've
I'm
been in
just
lots of
gonna open
wonder
it.
elevators.
It doesn't have any sort of immediately visible way to open it. It seems like it would require you to use the keypad or the
Well,
card swipe thing.
That's
Or
where
maybe it's digital, so I guess it probably just uses your own personal ID. So there's probably like a hand scanner.
I could maybe portal us through it if we can't figure out this pin pad.
Well, we don't need to because I summoned transmission gear
Oh.
and I'm gonna open the door.
All right,
I'm gonna like what my plan is
Now I'm
to
imagining the weird
punch into the door seal with my hands and pull it open from there.
All right. Give me. Or well, you have a move for this. It's
Oh
a
yeah, I
breakthrough.
do, don't I?
Yeah. So roll plus POW. So that's 2d6 and add your POW.
Honestly, like I feel like, anyway, I had a different idea, but this is good too, I guess.
I will say something is going to happen when you do this. I will tell you that much. But
yeah,
I will let
seems
you
like
roll.
it.
Okay, so that is a 6 total.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
so
wait,
you immediately. Yeah.
One question really quick before we get into this. Did my body pillow go into the virtual world because I brought it into the thing with me?
Okay, I have a thing. I have an idea. It's like now it's like you don't have your body pillow, but you have like like those like desktop friends
Yeah.
that you can download. Now it's just like in the bottom of your vision, like Primrose is just like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, my friend? Want to hang out? Like we can talk
so
about
happy.
movies."
Natalie's so happy.
and Primrose is like moving your shortcuts around, even though you don't have shortcuts usually. You don't know what these are.
Like, she has little animations where she taps on the screen, but there isn't actually a screen. There's just like your like vision, I guess.
Every once in a while, she's like, "Time for a joke," and then she tells you a joke.
And you just hear Natalie laugh sometimes. You have no idea why.
Please tell. Does she sound like Bonzi Buddy?
She sounds
No.
like if she doesn't sound. She
Sounds
sounds
like
like Primrose. It does sound a little like when you make like a font out of someone's voice. It sounds a little like that, but
Yeah.
it is still Primrose's voice.
That's amazing.
Anyway.
Okay, sorry. Continue with the action. I'm sorry I interrupted you for that stupid question.
Anyway,
You have
Yosef.
like a thing you were going to do with the pillow.
Yosef, when you go to hit this door, just immediately like a cybery ass hex grid appears in front of it, and just like literally your weapon bounces off of it as if it was like hard stone. And then a little there's like a flicker in space in front of you that looks like pixels and stuff sort of bleeding through for a second. And then a little projected screen appears in the air, and you see the face of this lady who has like the image is sort of like monochrome but like blue tinged, but it looks like this lady has her hair is like side swept over her face, sort of like a fiery red, and she has like a sort of like a visor over one of her eyes, and she's like, "Hey, players, quit that out. Go to the main entrance. There's no treasure.
I'm not a freaking player here.
There's no treasure here. There's no cards here. Go back to the
We
registered areas."
We need
What?
technical support.
No, I'm not. We're not players. All right, look.
Are you not
We
members
have-
of the tournament?
No, we're not members of the tournament. All right,
I am a member of this tournament.
Well, if you're not members of the tournament, I bet you won't mind when I register to take your extra life away.
Ava, you cut out for me. What did you
Oh.
say?
Yeah, they cut out.
Dang it. What she does is when you say you're not members of the tournament, she's like, "Well, if you're not members of the tournament, I guess you're not going to mind when I set your lives to 0.
No, stop.
I am very much a member of this tournament.
Joseph, shut up.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, if you guys
Great
have
way to treat your employees or employee.
so you do work. You work here. You're telling me you work here.
Yes, I'm telling you, I work here.
All right,
and
put
there
your
was a-
hand on
There
this.
was a futz. There was a futz up with my ID, and now it doesn't match me anymore. Can I get some admin permissions here? I should have contacted you immediately, but I figured I could take matters into my own hand and solve it, but I was mistaken. I apologize for
Feels like a
disturbing you
dazzle
in the
roll.
middle of
I
your
feel like
work.
this is a dazzle.
But could you
yeah.
help me out here? I'm
This
really
is
sorry.
This is a dazzle. Yeah, make a dazzle roll.
Okay. Dazzle is with what?
That's
With
plus
glam.
glam. 2d6 plus glam.
Natalie is
Okay.
nervously hugging her own squirrel tail, and also very happy she can do that.
All right. Please, God, roll good. Oh, I got a 12.
Dang, a 12. Okay.
And you should give yourself an XP for the failed roll before.
Oh yeah, that's also.
Oh, yes, thank you. Yeah, so I got a there it is. Boom.
Huh, what does she do? Well, I'm trying to think. I can't. I think she says, you know, I can't just give you admin privileges. Even if you do work here, you're gonna have to go in through the main entrance. I'll, what's your name? You should be in the system if we hired you.
We were given
it's
two
it's
names.
Grimly Carnatus.
Yep, you're here. Okay, yeah.
What the fuck?
I rolled a 12. But that's
So good.
Aren't you away this weekend? Why doesn't your code work?
Well, due to the I don't know why. I mean, the thing is, they called me in because of the amount of people that actually made it to the tournament, and they're like, "Hey, we'll give you time and a half." And I figured, shit, why not? I'm not doing anything this weekend.
The pay's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, is there any way, like, and I wasn't trying to ask for admin permissions. I was wondering if you'd be able to just unlock the door so I can get in and get to my locker and see if I can find anything there that'll help me resolve this freaking ID issue. Like, my God.
That's that's not how the elevator works, right?
Well, yeah, but look, I know it was a long shot. I figured I'd give it an ask. All right, I'll see you later. I guess I'll go through the visitor entrance.
Yeah, you do that. She didn't ban you immediately, so that's good, but she doesn't know what to make of you. So yeah, the service the screen closes and you're not in trouble, at least.
Damn, I really thought I had something there.
Yeah, if before we actually go around the main entrance, I was going to make a suggestion. Do you think that with a hand scanner, Crush Card Virus could maybe hack the scanner?
Oh.
Because it is a virus. I think if you could get if you could memorize the hand of someone who works here, and then Crush Card Virus that hand out of your hand, and put it on the scanner, maybe. But that's also.
So I was also just asking because the Infiltrator has the move Picklocks hack consoles.
Oh, that's also true. Yeah, that's true. You can also just do it like that, even in the sense of just your personal rules.
Yeah, I don't think Crush Card Virus could do anything with it because it's specifically organic stuff.
Okay. Just wanted to throw the suggestion out there.
I think it's still sort of the thing of you still sort of know how to do that because of your
I think
ways.
Since we're in a computer world and stuff, I could probably access stuff to hack it open.
Yeah, I feel like your Eidolon would work a little bit differently in a virtual world since there is no organic matter at all.
Yeah, that's true. This is going to be one of those things where I'm going to just pretend that we are following kids TV show VR logic where it's just sort of the real world but stuff is goofy. But there are some things that are noticeably different.
Yeah, I think while Yosef was talking just bullshit, Alice was sort of sifting through menus to see if there was a way to hack into the console and open up the door, and I think she might have found something. We'll see how the dice roll goes.
Okay.
I love how we have someone who can hack consoles and we just didn't even think of that. We just got the fighter to break the door open rather than the thief pick the lock.
Well, because we forget that Crush Card Virus is still at its core also an infiltrator, not just a body horror machine.
Not just.
Okay, so I did get a 1 and a 2. I think I will re-roll that one.
Okay.
That is a 6, and with my plus 2, that's a 10.
Dang, that's
incredible.
That's the best reroll you can get. All right, what is it on Pixlock has consoles? Let me look at that. Okay, 10 plus, choose 3. Yeah, so you stay out of sight, your tinkering doesn't set off any alarms, you don't break the lock or device, and you don't lose your tools. I think in the sense of like don't lose your tools, I think that would mean like losing access to the scripting thing you're using or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with breaking the lock. I don't care.
I think staying out of sight would be really good, and not setting off alarms.
Yeah, so basically right now you're just choosing the one you don't care about.
Yeah, so I'm going to break it. On like the little screen, there's a little piece of dynamite that shows up in front of the door, and then it explodes, and the door
Just
opens.
like in Yu-Gi-Oh!
So cute.
Yeah, it's basically I think what you did is that like you found like an item that is designed to be used in the game for opening doors in a fun way, and you use it to open doors in, a hacker way. And I think actually what it does first is it like breaks through that hex grid that showed up. And then it sort of like lets you have enough space to like get the door open the rest of the way. And now you are in the service elevator, and instead of having there being buttons to press to go to different floors, there is a command line that you can type in.
Okay.
Sick.
Are we cramped, or is there like plenty of room for the four of us and a horse?
There's plenty of room.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I am walking Boston
Horse
through these hallways.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Alice, have you even
I mean,
dismounted?
You could put the horse inside you, but
Also, I will say, when you like enter,
you
when
could be
like
a centaur.
when Bossa Nova enters the elevator like gets bigger, like you hear like a click, and it like loads in like an extra
Oh, cool.
size
That's sick.
packet or whatever, where it's like making a house bigger in The Sims, where it knows how big it needs to be.
Yeah.
The best game ever.
So good. I love this.
So a console.
Natalie pets the horse.
How about, what's the name of the guy that we're meeting again?
Teddy.
Teddy.
I will say his full name is Theodore Cashasol.
So you think that April's going to try typing in the console, find Theodore Castasol?
I think it says like it gives like it lists like entries with this name, and it's like Cashasol main office, R&D office number, whatever. It gives you like a list of different places that have like that name registered to it. But the first one is like it says like his main office.
Hey, where's that masked guy?
Must have gone in the, like as April's typing at this like screen, she's going to like tense up and like get really nervous as like behind her April asked that, and like must have come in ahead of us. Like I think I saw him go through this employee entrance. Yeah.
All right, Alice, let's get him.
So maybe
Yeah,
you
let's
work
go.
here?
He must be an employee.
Yeah. A fixer
and-
for the tournament.
And she's going to finish typing in like to find like I guess go to Cashasol office.
All right, yeah, that like I think what it does is it loads up. I think what I'm thinking of is like it goes to basically like a whole nother world when it opens the door, where it looks like this nice pretty like the penthouse of a large building with like a garden on the roof and stuff, and it's like you have to like cross from like this little floating area where the elevator is and walk down a path to like a glass art deco building that has the name like Theodore Cashasol like in gold on the front. And there's one of those big door knockers. I'll say that.
All right then. I guess that worked.
All right. So yeah, do you go knock on the door?
Yeah, I think that April will take the lead since she got us here.
All right. Okay, you knock on the door and you just hear like yeah, I think it actually is. I think it is something you hear where it's like there's like a little radio box that's like State the reason for your visit. You caught me at an awkward time. Let me and you hear like just like shuffling, and you hear like sound of like loading and connecting, whatever that sounds like in a virtual world.
Out of character, can you remind me the name of the person that we were talking to at the very beginning of the episode?
Oh, Fiona.
So April's gonna say, we have business from Fiona to talk about.
Oh, your inter-island business. Yeah. Let me 1 second. Let me set my room to visitor mode, and I'll open the door right away. And yeah, after like a quick second, like the lights change inside the Art Deco building, and then the doors open up, and inside you just see like this sort of like, I guess it probably has his avatar set to look as accurate to himself as possible, but a little nicer maybe, where like this rather handsome, medium blonde length-haired young man with rounded glasses and really good posture for working at a desk all day greets you and says, come in, and he says like, 1 second, let me check the IDs on your accounts. And then he looks up at the squirrel in his office, and he's like, oh, Natalie, are you here you're here to turn in Anastasia? Do you take my offer?
How did you recognize me as a squirrel?
Well, every player has like an ID that's like set up to their account, and I checked the name on it, and it's the same one you signed up with for the app. Or you guys have other business, I'm sure. Is Fiona like doesn't like my power usage or whatever?
Fiona.
Wait, you know that we talked to Fiona?
Well, that's what I mentioned before we walked in.
That's what.
Oh, okay.
I think that April's going to start with, well, Fiona was nearly murdered, but we saved his life.
That's great. And also, can you 1 second? Your horse doesn't really fit the vibe of what I'm doing here. It's sort of a living, and like you see, like he like moves his finger across the desk, and Bossa Nova the horse just gets smaller.
No.
How dare you?
Still a horse, but
still a horse, but like, yeah, I'm just not gonna like. You wouldn't have like a real like that's like an outdoorsy animal in like an office. That just sort of breaks immersion.
Now she's just a regular Nova. How could you?
It's like a little like, yeah, like a bigger than a rat, but like a smaller, like a kitten-sized horse.
As soon as he does that, I do summon Crush Card Virus, and it is bearing its fangs.
I think.
Listen, okay, everybody, calm down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to
Isn't
the part where I said that Fiona was nearly murdered, and you just kind of brush it off.
I mean, like, we're not like friends.
I mean, like, isn't it kind of important that someone almost got murdered at the tournament that you're like ITing for? Isn't that important at all to you?
Listen, when I made the Shuffleverse, I made it in impenetrable fortress where people could play, live, work, play card games. I'm in paradise, and no one could possibly assail me in my fortress.
God, one of these types.
You have a body around here somewhere, don't you?
Oh, God.
Or, June, what was that?
Like, you have a body around here, don't you? Like, even if you're here in VR, like, someone can still find you.
That's true, but, like, I'm honestly working towards the point where I'm not even gonna need that thing anymore.
Oh, no. He is one of those. Oh, no, not this kind of guy. Oh.
Fiona sent us here to thinking that you might be able to help us in what we're investigating.
Okay, well, shoot.
Well,
there's a death cult, something like the Dark Hand. I'm trying to remember what it was actually called.
Yeah, I know all about the plot for the Majestic Kingdom. It's not real. You guys can relax.
Okay,
I'm sure
but,
whatever
like,
Fiona heard was probably just role players.
I mean, the people who are trying to make that happen attacked Fiona. They're the people who tried to kill him. So even if this like you don't believe in the prophecy, they're dangerous individuals that we need to bring down.
Oh, it's like the Okay, yeah, no, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. The Ronaldo and his crew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to get in here earlier, but he couldn't really figure out how to make a character, and he was just really just he didn't he's not really tech savvy, and he just bounced off immediately. Honestly, I think that's sort of why a lot of people came to the VR area first, because they didn't want to duel his sort of bunch of bullies, so they hid away from him over here. But now everyone's sort of getting knocked out with the single elimination rule. Ugh, I was sort of enjoying the little crew we had here. But anyway, yeah. So he was getting this guy was killing Fionn. So what does Fionn want me to do about this? What brings me into this?
We were hoping you could help us like figure out what their deal is and take them down.
Also, there might be someone here in IT who is part of them.
Oh, like, okay. It's an inside job sort of thing. That's what you're getting at.
Yeah,
I think we can also just sort of say, like, if you guys are foggy on how to convey the details, I will accept you say we tell him what Fionn told us. So we can get
we're gonna like convey all the information.
We're gonna convey the information, but sometimes that can be tricky because we're all sort of hazy on the information because it was so long ago.
Yeah. Also, brain fog.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that would be. See, the thing is, the Shuffleverse is sort of new, and we sort of built a lot of it on the old server infrastructure for the old IT.
Oh, and Fantasy 14.
Yeah, it's Shuffleverse Reborn. And a lot of the backdoors for that require, like, old-style passwords. Like, no ID verification. I have to, like, go through stuff and find that, but, maybe, I have a problem. You know what? Maybe while I'm working on that, you guys can help me out with something here in the Shuffleverse. And, you know, we'll all be richer for it.
Okay, you cut out a little bit for me.
Oh, dang, sorry. He's basically offering you a deal. He's like...
Yeah, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want us to do?
Alright. He leans in real close like this is a closely held secret. Have you guys heard about the masked maze runner?
Yeah, I want to get him. Where is he?
We think he's an Eidolon user, and he's been using his ill-gotten power to just honestly run rag on the whole team here. Like, not only has he been knocking people out of the tournament left and right, but also he's been sort of evading our security systems, which is impossible for a normal person to do. Listen, Cinder, Firewall Dragon is a perfect machine. Nothing bad to say about Firewall Dragon. But, like, whatever this guy's Eidolon is, finds a way around that, and honestly, I don't like to having that in my system. It's only a matter of time before that leads to an even bigger security breach.
Okay, and if we do this,
I think we can handle that for you.
Yep, you get the masked maze runner, and I'll get you the password into the old IT. I'll even get you the command prompt to get down there.
We'll bring you his head.
That's I suppose that's fine because it's virtual anyway, but
I'm glad that Alice and Joseph get what they want, and we get what we want.
Well, wait, haven't we? This has been the path we've been on the whole time, right? We've been chasing the man.
He should be right here. That's what April said.
Just like sweat drops coming off April, like just kind of shaking and like staring straight ahead, like
April.
Yeah,
how could you have lost him? How could you have lost him? He was right here. We should, like, honestly, he might even be in this office. We gotta look.
Maybe he took a back door to go back to the area we were in before. Let's go.
Right. You have a lot of back doors in here, don't you, since you're like the head IT guy? That makes a ton of sense.
Looking desperately to the to Teddy to like where can we find him now?
Well, he's been pretty hard to track. Like we're pretty sure he's an outside player. He has an ID that like is a more recently registered account, but he was like smart and didn't really put his personal information in there. But I do think that you guys have a friend who should be able to help you out, actually. And he's like typing, and he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I got this. This'll work. This is gonna work. And Yosef, you feel something in your virtual Mentat's pocket move around a little bit.
Well, I pull it. I reach in and I pull it out.
Inside your pocket is the little ping pong ball eyeball with the hat and little coat on. And
What's
it's moving around, and then it like gets bigger, like it goes and like gets larger in size. And it starts talking to you like how the bigger version of it goes, where I think it has like a breathe-in voice where it's like, yes, I see, I am here and able to help once more. I will be able to guide you through the game. I am well-versed in video game technology.
Oh, well, hey, as a fellow gamer, I'm glad that you can help me out.
And Teddy says, yeah, the shape snatch here should be able to interface with the game. It sort of has like, we've actually downloaded a lot of these guys because they keep showing up. They really know their way around the IT department.
Wait, what are these things? You know what they are?
Yeah, it's just some dude's Eidolon.
You know who's Eidolon?
Ah.
You don't seem very concerned about security.
I mean, they're very helpful.
Oh, okay.
Frankly, we had one in our department before you even started the Shuffleverse.
I want to like dredge the undertow to like.
Yeah, dredge the undertow. Yeah.
I want to assess this guy's vibes and the shit he's telling us because he seems a little wonky. I got okay, so it's plus biz.
I think you have a 2.
I have a 10. Yeah, I got 10. I got 6, 2, and 2. So.
Damn.
So dang, a 10. Okay. All right, for dredging the undertow.
Yeah, I get to ask questions.
Oh yeah, you get
right?
to also. I think.
No, I think
no.
that's.
I think
for
it's just
investigate.
specifically.
You get the, like,
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yes.
yeah, investigate has the like list of questions. I think dredge is like
Vibe checks a little bit more.
Yeah,
vague.
it's more vibe
Yeah.
check.
yeah, the GM gives information.
Let me read swiftly. And you got 10, right? Need
Yeah.
detail information
Yeah.
about your situation. Something about the little ping pong ball shape snatch here is in some way. I'm trying to think how this would manifest in a virtual sense, because it is still absolutely this Eidolon, and in some ways this little Eidolon that has like taken shape here is absolutely an Eidolon interfacing with this area. There isn't really any code going on here, which suggests that this little guy just knows how this whole system works inherently.
That's scary.
Yeah. And I wonder if there's anything you pick up from Teddy. Teddy is honestly just such a empty bucket. Like,
He's just fucking Mark Zuckerberg over here. Just
yeah, he's gonna try to sell people timeshares in virtual landscape.
Oh
while
my
they're...
god, this is literally that Bitcoin island.
Yeah, but the people who live here are like also gonna work at the company. At some point, like, what did I write down actually?
Crypto land, that's what it's called.
Oh yeah, so like basically the reason why he decided to turn his whole world into VR is because you pick up on Code Talker, his Eidolon, is basically able to bring code to life and sort of give it shape and additional purpose in what it has already. And basically, he didn't really make this place as much as his Eidolon made something extravagant out of something very similar. And he is choosing to live inside that because that sort of makes him unto a god here.
That's fair. I'll probably wait to share this with my friends after we've left.
All right. Yeah, I think he gives you permission. He gives you like permission to like, all right, you guys can be on your way, and then He's like, all right, I'm gonna
Can you
load up
send us
my
location?
private time. A location? Shape Snatch will figure it out once you're on the ground floor. Where right now we're sort of in like a pocket, like we loaded in an extra instance. When you're on the over map, he'll probably have a better sense of where to go.
Okay.
Don't let him go too far though.
And
Okay.
as we leave, I get the sense that this guy didn't like make this place. His Eidolon did. Like I can feel its energy everywhere, but I don't think he's like conscious of what's happening with it. It just creates things, real things out of data, and he used that to make this place. Which makes me wonder if he ever died and we were inside here, what would happen? But let's not think about that.
Oh yeah. That would also make it hard for anyone who's trying to like infiltrate here to assassinate him. Well, they actually no, they're a death cult. They probably wouldn't care.
True. That was more of a nervous laugh from her. Yeah, so I guess we'll go back through the elevator.
All right, yeah. You guys just go back out to in front of the operations center.
Does Bossa Nova grow back?
Bossa Nova grows back.
Yes.
And we now have like a direction to go from.
We got a quest marker.
Yeah, you're like Shape Snatches immediately just sort of like looks around with their eyeball, and like first I think what happens is like you see other little eyeballs like pop up around them into the air as they like seem to be like what they're doing is I think like I like that I want to keep giving you a little bit of undertow information because you did pick up on Shape Snatch so effectively. Shape Snatch is like finding little bits of like useless data and turning it into itself and sending that around to look around and to like figure out where to find the masked maze runner. And pretty quickly some of those eyeballs come back, and then the little Shape Snatch ping pong ball like looks to you and is like, I have located the masked maze runner. We are going to the Dystopia region. Which is the Dystopia region, if you can't understand my breathy talk, because I can't imagine it comes great over
Okay,
microphone.
well, lead the way, I guess.
All right, that's definitely, you hop on the information highway, and then it takes you to, like, basically what is, like, it's called the Dystopia, and it's like a cyberpunk city where there's flying cars and stuff.
A mix-up, a mashup of every single dystopian, like, fiction
Yeah.
out there.
It's like, you know, a Blade Runner version of Gotham City, where it's, you know, crime is rampant and you get to fight it. You get to be a superhero. And by be a superhero, I mean play Grand Shuffle with other people.
Hell yeah.
It does. I mean, this is already kind of Ready Player One. So yeah, dystopian world where everyone is just kind of like doing like virtual shit to get by is kind of already the vibe.
In this dystopia, are there card games on motorcycles?
Oh,
Oh my
I
God.
absolutely. I think that has probably replaced all other forms of racing. No one wants to watch a regular race anymore when you could watch someone race and play Grand Shuffle at the same time.
Do a speed shuffle.
Yeah. But the thing is, off of Shuffle Island, without the referee Eidolon, there isn't that whole, like, hologram thing. So you still sort of have to, like, when you're driving past someone, you have to, like, look over at the table they have on their vehicle to see what they're doing.
I see. All right. Yeah. So, well, yeah, we'll just continue trying to find this guy.
Yeah, I think it's the sort of thing where eventually I'm trying to think what would we run into first here. Let me freshen up on my little notes real quick. Okay. As in just no, there's no. Yeah, in I'm answering questions in chat. In the extended lore of Grand Shuffle, the hologram thing is just on the island because that's like an Eidolon and very expensive technology Primrose got combination doing that. Everyone else is literally just playing a card game and acting like it's the coolest thing in the world. I think eventually what you find is the little shape snatch, which is more of a tongue twister than I thought it would be. Takes you to what looks like a little like dive bar in a back alley and looks up at you and it just says, "This is the place."
Ooh, this is my kind of scene.
I'm picking up on their ID signature here.
All right, so how do we want to play this? Just like challenge him to a duel, I guess.
Yeah, bait his arrogance.
Yeah, I'll challenge him
An
to a
even
speed
bigger
duel.
arrogance. Alice, you should duel him.
Yeah, I'll duel him.
Duel where you ride Bossa Nova.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking speed duel on a horse.
Oh my god, yes.
Hmm.
You can only cast spells if you have speed counters, so you can worry of that.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
so you know,
I
have you
guess,
ever
like-
heard that joke where like a weird looking old guy, a tennis player, an anime boy, and a squirrel girl walk into a bar with a horse?
I
And I
haven't
am
heard that one.
kicking open those saloon doors, and
You
hey,
kick-
I heard the masked rider guy is here.
Yeah, you kicked open the cyber
Rider.
saloon doors, and sitting on a table in this bar, sort of just chilling, sipping drinks, are a bunch of teenagers in what looks like esports outfits, and you realize it is the crew of Neurocollapse, Fractal Kinesis, Torn Renewal, and Decision Precinct, who are the members of Victor Amar's sports team, the Top Deck.
Is Victor there at all, or?
Do you just like ask that to them, or are you just like,
I'm
looking
oh,
around?
you guys are here? Is Victor here?
It's like, who's asking? The teenagers like stand up and try to look tough at you.
Oh, I guess I do look a little different. It's me, Natalie.
I got.
Do you
Oh,
know who I am, actually?
you guys were in the group we played against at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did whoop your ass.
I can't remember. Oh yeah, you beat Nero Collapse. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Nero Collapse.
And but yeah, after they all sort of stand up and try to like puff out their chests at you, you hear a voice behind them say like, "It's all right, guys. You can stand down. We don't have to do the bit for these guys. I know them." And out from behind the bar,
Oh my god! I just realized the Maze Runner got it.
steps out the masked maze runner, who then like takes off their mask, and behind it is the one and only number 2 shuffle player, Victor Amar.
Victor.
Huddle, guys, Victor's our friend. We can't take him out of the tournament.
Why not? It's a tournament.
I-
Friends have to lose.
But we've barely been able to hang out.
I'm gonna beat all 3 of you by the end of this if we all make it to the end.
Right, yeah.
True. All right. Hey, hey, Victor. Why don't you say like, Alice kind of wants to, and Joseph kind of want to duel you?
Oh, you guys want to
Victor. What was that?
I was just gonna say like, yeah, we can duel if you want. I mean, it's getting sort of high stakes here, but yeah, we do. I guess we gotta. But you wanna? I sort of had some. I was sort of hoping we could just talk for a little bit first. Actually, it's been a while since I've seen some friendly faces. I've just sort of been, kicking butt here.
So
That'd
you've
be
just
cool.
all you've been doing is like running around and dueling people. Like, I thought it sounded like you were, I guess, bypassing security and doing like, kind of, shady stuff on the side too.
Oh, that's just I gotta tell you guys about my Eidolon. It's different.
Everyone has their hobbies.
It's different now.
It's
And
different.
yeah, after it got hurt, it like sort of went away for a bit, but then it healed and it came back as something different. 1 second, and Victor Mar says wall shadow, and just like behind them, just like comes up like a single slab of wall that has like their shadow projected back on it like a shadow puppet, and the shadow puppet like waves at you.
Oh,
And
that's so cool.
and it's like, yeah, it's not a whole maze. Now it's just this one wall.
Yeah, it
And
seems a lot less destructive now.
yeah, and now I can like, when I use this, I can like press it up against a wall, and then I can travel along the walls. So now it's
That's
like a
cool.
stealth thing.
That's kind of like my Eidolon.
And I think I didn't really mean to get in much trouble, but like when you're in a virtual space like this and you can just like make yourself totally flat, you find barriers in the game that you want to get around to see, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I haven't really wanted to really leave the virtual space for a day or two now, because after everything on the first day, I sort of realized Ronaldo really didn't have my best interests at heart. But
Or anyone else's.
yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, which I was thinking about the tournament at the time, and I was stupid, and I'm sorry, guys, but
It's okay. I'm just so glad that you've seen that Ronaldo's just a jerk.
yeah. And he's such a jerk that I've been sort of scared for the safety of me and my teammates, so we sort of just hid out in here, because we could be not as recognizable here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, by the way, your avatar's really cool.
Yeah, thanks. It's based off of just like some old cartoons I watched as a kid.
Oh, I think I've seen that. It's like some old anime.
Yeah, I don't know if it ever really had a card game though, so it's sort of lost to history.
If you don't have a card game, you can't really make it anymore. It's true.
Yeah. But so, do you guys want to jump into like a dual match, like have us follow through that, or do you want, or I will say, if we do really want to have a shuffle duel, I can give that to you. But if we don't want to do it this late, I can like put it in like a later slot, and we can do other plot ahead of time. But I'll try to ensure that we get that.
Yeah.
I guess the thing is that I don't. Do we want to? I guess I'm wondering if we want to like knock out Victor like this early, or if we want to try to find a way around that. But
I mean, the only other way would be to kick him out of the virtual space, but he really doesn't seem like he wants to do that.
or to like take his mask to show Teddy.
I feel like Teddy would know he's still in the system.
I mean, if he just becomes part of Alice's cheering squad, he can stay in the tournament forever.
Yeah, he can hang out with us. I mean, he's got his own squad. We're not eliminating the whole squad, right?
I guess not.
I think he says like some of the squad actually has already been eliminated. I think Renewal and their names don't super matter. Renewal and Precinct have both been knocked out, but we're chilling together. They don't seem to bug us too much as long as you still have like a sponsor in the match. Out of game, my logic is like, Tristan and Teo weren't allowed to be there. They were kicking people off who lost their star chips, but they were there, and no one really tried to stop them.
I mean, I remember like the guard at the door tried to, and they just ran past him.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm not gonna be dueling him, so it's up to y'all.
Yeah. In character, I really want to duel him. Out of character, it's getting a bit late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
next
we
time.
could there's not going to be a chance that like Alice actually loses this, right?
I mean, there is.
There's
a chance.
Yeah.
There's always a chance.
He's the number 2 player.
Okay, I was just wondering if you actually wanted to leave it after the rolls.
Oh, yeah, I guess we could, because we could also even just do like, if we don't want to do a full duel, we could do a roll.
I mean, I feel like having like next time on Shuffle the battle between Victor and Alice. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool as a cliffhanger kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. If you guys do want to end at 10, because I was thinking we would go until 10:30, but it's up to you guys.
I was planning kind of to end at
End at 10?
7 my time. So
That would be 10. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure. Then we can have that be like our next time on.
We joked around a lot, but it was still a pretty fun session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to get back into the flow of being on the same friendly wavelength and stuff. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any parting how the parting scene should be. Where I'm trying to think if there's anything else that should. I think. Oh, you know what it should be is that Amar's like, you know what, Alice, you got your horse there. I got something good out back too, and
yeah.
you go out into the street. Victor Amar like does like some like buttons in the air sort of thing and summons of like a cool ass like cool speedy motorcycle and it's like,
Hell yeah.
I came up with the people in the virtual world thing here do this thing called speed dueling, which is like or speed shuffling where shift shuffling. I want to call it shift shuffling.
Shift shuffling's good.
They do this thing called shift shuffling where we're gonna shuffle, but we're also gonna go really fast on a vehicle. So
It's because you shift gears on vehicles.
yeah,
Natalie makes that wow stock sound effect. You know, the one that's like wow.
and it's like one of the esports teams just like has like the checkered flag, and Bossa Nova horse and Victor Amar are like at the starting line, and we just get like the on your mark, get set, go,
Shuffle!
and then it's like shuffle, and then it like does like it's not like the freeze frame, but like in an anime when it cuts to like a painted cell of the race starting.
That's sick.
And that's like our next time on Eidolon Shuffle.
I really like that Victor was the Maze Runner, just because, like, oh yeah, of
That
course,
makes total
the name makes so much sense.
And I find it really funny now that Natalie thought the Maze Runner was cool. It totally worked out.
Yeah, it did work out. And yeah, I can even keep my notes because there was a couple more things, but we'll definitely have a good little setup for next week. And I will stop the music.
All right.
And I guess I will start the credits. Thank you to everyone who came by. I think we got...
Yeah.
It was so good to finally play some more Shuffle.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
I'm really sorry that we've been so sick.
Oh, don't be sorry that you were long COVID fatigue shit. Like, that's just... Like, I'd rather play with you guys when you feel, like, up to it versus, like, hey...
Yeah, I appreciate
guess
that.
Natalie does this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, that last session we had, like, Cassie was in major brain fog, and she was having a really hard time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
And my COVID hadn't come in yet, but, like, I know I would have.
And that means she can't properly play Alice.
Yeah.
'Cause Alice is supposed to be, like, super mega genius backup plan shit.
I mean, her gen is 0, but yes.
I think that Natalie's the only character with Jin more than 1 or more than 0.
No, I got +1.
No, Natalie is
really?
-1 gen.
Yeah.
Oh, I had it backwards then. Sorry.
No, Natalie's all about glam and biz, and then I got Ellie up and I level up, but yeah.
I mean, who needs smarts when you're playing card games?
Oh my god. That means that Yosef is stat-wise the smartest character. Oh fuck.
I love that. That makes total sense.
I like
to
that
me.
as, like, Yosef being the one who's, like, more street smart, like, able to come up with, like, wild, wacky plans that could work.
But yeah, like the door shit, yeah.
Oh, also, I don't know if anyone had ties they wanted to update before we go, but
I don't have a lot
we
of
were
what I
like,
want to
we had a lot of
update,
setup
I have a
scenes, so there
couple.
wasn't like a ton, but...
If possible, I'd
What?
like Yosef or April or Alice to, like, get up to, like, +3 with April, so I could have a scene with them.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So if anyone has stuff for April... Because April deceived you all this episode, which I
Yeah,
think.
but I didn't
that
know
still
that.
hasn't come into.
Yeah, the deceit hasn't really.
So we continue to believe her that she saw.
I would like that to I would like that to come back to bite her, but I don't know how. Like I wasn't
We'll
trying to
figure
figure out.
something out. We'll figure something out.
But yeah, I was
I'm
wondering
trying to figure that out.
if that could be a scenario that could potentially advance people's feelings towards April.
It's like when we got to the computer room, I thought like, okay, now's a good time to try and like hit that. But then I figured, no, wait, it's going to be a lot funnier if I still play stupid. Because who would expect?
From the plus one genius over here.
I am writing as a tie that we can deal with like next time, but Natalie has Victor is so cacoy.
Oh,
I think I might do an April tie that's like.
I kind of want to add Ronaldo too, but yeah, you can do that.
Oh, April's so helpful and supportive in me trying to play the card game now. That's cool.
I finally converted her to a groupie.
But yeah, I think that'll be all for tonight. I'm gonna hit the end stream button in a second. Actually, I gotta do plugs. Everyone should listen to Eidolon Playtest. Of course, the creators of this game do their own show. I'm sure pretty much anyone who follows me on here knows about that. But, you know, if you don't, you should. It's like this, but there's a lot more of it because they do like podcast sessions as opposed to stream sessions, so they can like not worry about timing for viewers. And you should follow me on Twitter to know when I'm going live at Avagardra, Avagardra. Thank you so much to everyone who came out. Thank you so much to Jordan for hanging out in chat. Thank you so much to Erica for the follow, everyone. And also, go support me on Patreon, patreon.com/AvaMiranda. That's going to really help me do more streams consistently, because if I got money on Patreon, I can focus on streams and making games and stuff. Because I just put out a rough draft of a game I'm working on called Rover Royale, which is inspired by Sentai shows, and I'm immediately working on like the 1.1 version of that, so expect another update for that in the future. But like, $1 is all you need to check that out, and I think it's already pretty nifty, and you can play test it and give me feedback and stuff, because I'm going to be doing a lot of changes on that, as well as other games that I'm working on. I got other stuff in the pipeline that'll be coming out in the near future, more updates to games I've already put out, more rough drafts, because for some reason I just really like the idea of having a whole bunch of games out there for people to look at, and, you know, stuff like that. Any of my co-hosts want to plug anything or give a shout out before we go?
I would like to plug something just real quick.
Yeah.
First, follow me on Twitter @Meglig, spelled like on the stream. Second, I'm going to be doing a Zoo Tycoon 2 stream this Sunday at 5 p.m. EST.
Mm-hmm.
Because I finally got my grubby little hands on a copy of it that a download. So, if you like old zoo games, tune in at twitch.tv/Meglig.
I do like sim and tycoon games. Also, that actually does remind me, I bought cardboard. Which one? Cardboard. I forgot the name, even though I just bought it. It's the game where you run a card trading shop. Cardboard Kings. That's it.
Ooh.
Oh. Right. Yeah, I remember seeing this.
Yeah, because that was on sale, and I might stream that at some point because that feels very fitting for our channel, which. Maybe next week, or maybe on like a Thursday as an extra stream. We'll see. And then, well, if that's everything everyone's got, then I guess we'll say goodnight.
Yeah, good night, everybody.
Good
night.
Bye.
Tune in.
Bye.
There will always be a stream on Tuesday, and then sometimes there's streams other days. Good night.